Good evening and welcome to Duncan Field for Game 2 between the Hastings Sodbusters and the Spearfish Sasquatch. I'm Will Reynolds. It's a beautiful night for baseball. Game 2 of this series. The Sodbusters won last night, and we'll take a look at the results of that game here on Expedition League TV and on Mixler. The Sodbusters, as I said, won. They got 2 runs in the first inning and then added 1 in the second. Sasquatch scored 2 in the top of the fourth, and the Hastings got 3 runs in the bottom half of that inning to respond. Unfortunately, the Spearfish Sasquatch were cut down in the 5th and the 6th as Zach Hess continued cruising, and he was at 88 pitches through 6 innings, and he was pretty much lights out in his Sodbusters debut, allowing 2 runs, both of which were, well, one of which was earned, and Hastings was on top in that one, 6-3. So the Sodbusters are looking to take their second game in a row, and the Sasquatch are looking to end a 4-game skid that they have been on, and they'll have Cody Carlson on the bump tonight to do that. Hastings on the other side will have Trey Kissick on the mound. But a final last night was 6-3, Sodbuster victory. Update you on the league standings before tonight's action gets started. As it sits right now, the Badlands Big Sticks, hottest team in the league, winning 7 straight and in the Lewis division. And right there in the Clark division, the Western Nebraska Pioneers have won 5 straight after starting the season 1-4. They swept the Sodbusters and now have taken 2 from the Casper Horseheads. Back to the Lewis division, Sabre Dogs at 7-3, Pierre at 5-5 on a 4-game losing streak, and Hub City just with 1 victory on the year so far. Over to the Clark, the Sasquatch 5-5 on the year after losing 4 games straight. Horseheads 4-6 along with the Hastings Sodbusters. I had the chance before the game to catch up with head coach Scott Stover to talk about last night's action and then the future of the Sodbusters.
Coach Stover, last night got back in the win column after losing 5 to 6 games. You're now at 4-6 on the season. So last night, a lot of new guys came in and contributed right away for you.
Yeah, we kind of made it as after that road trip, we were so a skeleton crew. So we made it. We're going to kind of start over now. So yesterday was the first game of our year. Quality start from Hess again, like we talked about. Eckhout was really good at third base. He made some really tough plays look routine. And then you had Bailey at second, who played well defensively and was great offensively.
Yeah, Drew Bailey finished 3 for 4, had a couple RBIs and runs last night. More guys arriving today. Riley Donahue, one of those players, and then Austin Elder in the lineup behind the plate.
Yeah, the Austin Elder is our youngest kid by way of a year in school. So he just graduated high school, but he's going to Cal State Northridge. He's a good defender. He played at a high school that won a Division I section title in California. His parents are here, so want to throw him out there as soon as possible. You let him get his feet wet, let his parents see him play. So we'll have him out there, and then Riley Donahue just got here 5 minutes ago from Abilene Christian. And the thing, what people don't understand, you look at the roster, but it's the kids with experience, the Donahues and Doherty and Barrodell, who are going to help these younger guys. I mean, you can only listen to coaches so much, but the younger guys are going to really learn a lot from the older guys and on the day-to-day routines and how to handle themselves.
And then yesterday you gave out a team handbook, something that you've done at Solano where you coach, and so just talk about that a little bit and what that is for the players.
Yeah, it's something I started years ago, and it evolves a little bit and has some changes. There was a scout back in California who played in the big leagues and scout with the Rockies. Now he's a cross-checker for the Royals, and he wrote some of the pitching stuff and. It's just kind of giving them an idea of routines. Coach Stein does a great job with the hitters right now, and he's breaking down mechanics. And it really showed in yesterday's game because we did some short toss stuff, and he did some tee drills, and our bats, I think, carried over to that. This is more philosophical and mental approaches. Has our signs in it as well. But to give guys an idea of kind of to set up a routine. Every guy's different. Every school's different. So it just gives us a basis to go off of. And now they have it in a book where they can sit there and read it on the bus and learn more every day.
And Trey Kissick on the mound tonight. 4 innings pitched last time. He got the win. Did give up a couple of earned runs, but what do you expect from him tonight?
Yeah, we expect, he hadn't thrown off a mound in a game situation like that for a few months. So it was good for him to get his feet wet. He stayed behind on the trip to get some extra work in instead of just those long bus rides, and we didn't need him on the road. So I expect a good start out of him. We want to be more efficient. Hess last night was efficient, 88 pitches through 6. So we want to see more efficiency from the staff as we bring more relievers in.
And who's in the bullpen tonight for you?
That's always a good question for us. Got Krolikowski, Greg, who got up last night, didn't throw. Marino was on pitch count last night, so he's available tomorrow. Doherty's, not Doherty. Meadows is available tomorrow. And then we have, Donnie, who could throw tonight, but we want to have him throw a side session first. So we've got 3 guys that we can go to tonight.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
As the national anthem finished up, you heard from Coach Scott Stover talking about the new players that are in Sodbuster uniforms tonight. Last night, Drew Bailey made his first appearance along with Braden Eckhout. And then tonight, Austin Elder behind the dish for the Hastings Sodbusters. So he's getting his first start from the Cal State University Northridge out there in the great state of California. Lots of listeners from there last night, a couple of players from there on this Sodbuster roster, and then had some for the Spearfish Sasquatch as well. So please feel free to join our chat and send us messages, suggestions, whatever you want to talk about. We will respond to your messages best we can. But tonight it's baseball here at Duncan Field, the Sodbusters and the Spearfish game number 2. Sodbusters wearing their black uniforms with yellow trim and their home yellow hats. And then the Sasquatch wearing their teal uniforms, or turquoise uniforms, I suppose, with the gray pants and black helmets. It's a beautiful night for baseball. Had some little kids out on the field pregame to spend some time with the Sodbuster players as they watch the national anthem, watch the flag during the national anthem, and so it's a good crowd here at Duncan Field, and the lineups look like this. So first for Spearfish, A.J. Davis will hit in the leadoff spot after last night batting in the 2-hole. So he will hit leadoff, playing shortstop tonight for the Sasquatch. In left field, batting second is going to be number 9, Carter Thompson, getting the start tonight. In the 3-hole is number 7, Zach Solano, DHing. Been off to a hot start, hitting .371 so far this season. Playing third base is Anthony Rodriguez. He's played in every game for these Sasquatch. Charlie Hesse's behind him, playing second base. Last night, Hesse was over on first base, but moves over and lets Jack Matson, who is the 7th batter tonight, play first base. Then you have Caden Goldby back in the lineup. He's only played 1 game this season for the Sasquatch. And then in the 8-hole actually is Hayden Hastings. And then Aaron Funk rounds out the lineup for them. Cody Carlson on the bump, as I said. But for the Sodbusters tonight, it'll be Trey Kissick getting the ball. So he will be on the mound, throwing to Austin Elder. Behind the plate at first base is Carter Elliott. Second base is Drew Bailey. Third base, Braden Eckhout. Shortstop, Anthony DeSantis. In left is Ryan Koski. In center is Tyler Doherty. And in right is Sean Borrowdale. Here's the first pitch to A.J. Davis from Kissick, and it is a strike right down the middle from the UNC Greensboro ball player. That's where Kissick attends.